Hi, my name is Andre. I'm Comrades Green number 54978, and in this video I want to talk about the 2025 edition of the Comrades Marathon cut-off points. The CMA recently announced the new cut-off points and cut-off times for the race, and the philosophy this year has changed drastically from previous years. This year they've been very generous with the cut-off points. In the past, some runners were cut off that still had a realistic chance to make it. This year, if you just make a cut-off point, you're probably going to be in serious trouble and find it very difficult to still finish the race in time. So it's important to take note. It could have been a strategy in the past to run from cut-off point to cut-off point and just get under the cut-off time. But this year, you're going to be in trouble if you follow that. For many times at Comrades, I use the cut-off points as my plan Z. I use that in case something on the route temporarily goes wrong. For example, the one year I had an upset stomach that I had to resolve. And then I just tried to survive from cut-off point to cut-off point until I could sort out my stomach, and then I could run happily further and still make it. Now this year, with the more generous cut-off times, one needs to be really careful and come up with a different plan Z. So if we quickly look at the cut-off points this year, I've got this table where you can see the cut-off point, the running time when the cut-off point will be enforced, the kilometers from the start, kilometers to go from that point, the average running pace from the start to that point, pace from the point to the next cut-off point, and then the pace you need to run until the end of the race to still get a medal. So you'll see at the start, to finish the race in 12 hours, the 90 kilometers will take you an average pace of 8 minutes per kilometer. But to reach the first cut-off point, Cato Ridge, you can run at a pace average of 10 minutes and 10 seconds per kilometer. Notice that's almost, it's more than 2 minutes slower than the average pace to finish the race. But once you reach Cato Ridge at that time, you'll have to speed up, because you need to run a pace of 6 minutes and 12 seconds per kilometer to reach the next cut-off point in time, which will be at Drummond. And for most runners to run a short distance 6 minutes and 12 second pace is not too much of a trouble. But remember, this 15 kilometer section contains the mighty Inchanga that you need to climb out. And Inchanga, that climb is almost 2.5 kilometers long of steep climbing, so it might be very difficult to be in time for the Drummond cutoff. If you reach the Drummond cutoff just under the 6 hours and 40 minutes, then I believe if you're a sub-4 marathon runner, any runner who can run a marathon in 4 hours or less should be able to run a pace of 7 minutes and 7 seconds all the way to the end. But this will be a problem pace if you're a back of the pack runner. If you're somebody that runs a marathon very close to 5 hours, that 7 minutes 7 seconds per kilometer is probably faster than your marathon pace, and you'll already have 45 kilometers on your leg. There's going to be some fatigue, and now it's going to be very difficult to maintain that pace. The biggest problem, however, is the 45th cutting crest. So when you reach the top of 45th cutting, before you go down towards the finish line, that 9 kilometers you need to run at a pace of 3 minutes and 32 seconds per kilometer, and that is faster than the average pace the winner of Comrades run. That is incredibly fast, and that section of the road, you still need to climb the Mayville off-ramp onto the N3, which is the second steepest part of the downhill, and you need to climb the hill to Tollgate Bridge before descending down to the city centre. So if you just make that 45th cutting cut off, there's almost 0% chance for anybody to still get a medal. So my plan, I still want to plan Z. So I'm going to take these cutoff points, but I'm going to just adjust them to a pace that's more comfortable for me, for something I believe that I've got a realistic chance to make if all goes well. So I'm going to take a look at my last couple of marathons and see what was my average pace I could run over the last 10 kilometers of the marathon. And I'll sort of use that pace to work out backwards from the finish through all the cutoff points, just to use as my plan Z, a worst case scenario if something goes wrong. What do I need to maintain if I need to go cutoff point to cutoff point? So be careful, go and study this data and make sure you don't get caught in the trap where you just make a cutoff point and then be very disappointed with the required pace to reach the finish line. Also in your race pack, when you register for Comrades, you're going to get the final race instructions. Inside those instructions, you'll get the final version of the cutoff points, and those are usually the official cutoff points. Always just consult that and check that they didn't make any changes to any of the cutoff points. We don't want surprises on a race day. I hope everything is going well with your training. I hope to see you on the road. All the best. Bye-bye.